Hey, Shalom, 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 Akim. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rachak Wadash. The ones, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to you, Sensei Akim out there, pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. Hey, man, it's it's getting crazy out here. It's getting crazy out here. No, the prophecies of the Bible are taking pass, man. It's okay, come. The prophecies of the Bible are taking pass, and we're seeing them. It's like a movie. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is coming with different camera angles, different locations, different updates, and of course, we know the script, which is the scriptures, but what I'm saying, the way that it plays out and the ways that it's coming and the set location and all this different stuff, man, is off the chain. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Most High, just like the elders and apostles always say, the Most High is the ultimate movie director. All right, and this is his movie. We just play a part of it. Okay, and this is so we start off with this simple, basic scriptures, but they pack a punch. All right, because especially this week, because this is the week that this is the feast of unleavened bread. We're celebrating Passover. And this video, of course, is a response to the elder, uh, the elder who beat me to it, made the video. It's about the bread and the circuses and how Esau is being affected. Elder Yashawamba. Uh, this is just a response video to his video because he always comes out with good information, good edification. I just want to kind of add on to it because again we're in the feast of unleavened bread. And they're coming with the bread and the circuses, and here it is. We're not supposed to eat the bread. You know what I'm saying? So when that bullshit was popping off with the bread and the circuses, one of the things why we were kicked out of these different cities in the Roman Empire as well as Rome is the Israelites, we refused to partake in that shit, and then we were aggressively preaching on street corners. We were bringing out the truth. We were bringing out. They were probably, talking about the different wicked dealings of the Roman Empire, the different, wicked shit that Nero had going on, and it pissed them off to the highest festivity. And and even right now, with these different videos on YouTube, of course, they're screening it. They're screening everything for information to see, the origin and all of this, and what are people talking about it, what's public opinion. You know what I'm saying? How is this going to help or hurt us in 2020 election race? All of that good shit because the Trump administration has been on TV every day, that clock, which, they've been on TV every day since he was elected anyway. You know what I'm saying? He loves the press. He loves the limelight. But about this corona shit, they really, really, really have been on it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the scripture. Salakia, I'm talking too much. It says what? And Salakia. No, that's not. Okay, I'll tell you what, we're going to do this one. So we have to put that one. It said, Isaiah 24:5. It said, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. And one of the things about this particular virus as well as these other viruses, well, let me get that. I'm going to play a little bit of it, Lord willing, when the audio ain't fucked up.
indicating that a type of virus is causing the illness. When they tried to trace its origin, they found a likely source. This food market in Wuhan. Out of the first 41 patients, 27 had been here. It wasn't conclusive evidence, but Chinese officials were quick to shut down the market. They had seen this happen before at a place just like this.
The health officials are trying to get a grip on an alarming outbreak of SARS.
The virus originated in mainland China and spread across the country.
The disease has been festering for months in southern China.
In 2002, a coronavirus emerged at a very similar market in southern China. It eventually reached 29 countries and killed nearly 800 people. Now, 18 years later, this coronavirus is in at least 71 countries. It has already killed over.
And that's why they got a name for it, because they've seen the virus before. You know what I'm saying? Just like, brothers have been saying, this might have been created in a lab or something. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was created in a lab or it was used or however it was used, you know what I'm saying? The Most High is using. It might, you know what I'm saying? It might. Hey. And this is second Esdras. I'm going to go 16. 16:4. Fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? And that's one of the ways, because the Egyptians, in the ancient world, they were known for those grain houses. They were known for, riches, and which Joseph made them great in the first place. But they were known for storing up those grain houses and all that stuff. And then, when the time of famine came, people had to come to them, for food, and they had to exchange, labor or themselves in servitude for that food. All right, just like this place, man. It's been, Esau was able to come here. He was able to pillage. He was able to rape, rob, and steal, all over the world too. And scriptures talk about victuals being cheap. Well, victuals here are super, super cheap. All right, but ultimately, the thing that the law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High commanded us, and really commanded the whole earth to do. You know what I'm saying? Because in the kingdom of heaven, the nations, to the best of their ability, they're gonna have to follow what we tell them to do. All right, so there ain't gonna be none of this shit that they've been doing, eating cat, rat, bat, all that shit. You have Moabites who walked up on us before, and we had the dietary law sign, with all the shit that you're not supposed to eat. And we asked them about it, and they told us, meat is meat. Meat is meat. It said it with a fucking super simple heathenistic look on his fucking Moabite face. So we said, man, dude, Most High is gonna fuck these heathens up, and that's what he's doing. Alright? There's a reason why he told you not to do the shit that you're doing. There's a reason why he told us to do the things that we're supposed to do. And so we can be okay from that plague. Matter of fact, let's get that, because that does wrap in with the Feast of Unleavened Bread. This is Exodus 12:15. It said what? 7 days shall you eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day unto the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. So if you didn't follow that, you'll cut off. You'll cut off. And it's been times where, the Most High brought plagues forth into Israel. I think when Moses was coming with the Israelites, and we were coming to the land of Israel, and then some Israelites brought Midianites or some shit. Matter of fact, let me get that, bro, because it's ultimately the Most High. That's the point. Ultimately, it's the Most High. And people don't know it, man. Esau's been given the technology to see these different things and track viruses, to look through a microscope and all of this shit. So he, he thinks he has it figured out. Little does he know, this is all a chess game, assembled by the Most High. Just like all the great leaders who came up against the Israelites, they had to give credit and props. Nebuchadnezzar and Alexander the Great. Hey, this man, he gonna have to do the same thing. You have to do the same thing now. Let's see. Let me find that real quick. Okay, this is Numbers 25:6. It says, "And behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman in the sight of Moses, and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, saw it, he rose up from among the congregation and took a javelin in his hand and went after the man of Israel into the tent and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her belly, so the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. And those that died in the plague were 24,000. So 24,000 people, boom, instantly killed off because Israel is going off. Israel is following after these other nations. Israel is doing this dumb shit, And to this day, here it is. Esau will tell you the traces of it. It's going to get to it where the virus comes from. A lot of people they're starting to back off now from the Chinese food place. I'm seeing, it's looking kind of thin over there now. But once this shit die down, they'll be back. They'll be right back eating that shit. Eating cat, rat, dog.
For 3,100 people. So what do these markets have to do with it? Some of the viruses that cause the flu come from birds and pigs. HIV/AIDS comes from chimpanzees. The deadly Ebola virus likely originates in bats. And in the case of the 2019 coronavirus, there's some evidence it went from a bat to a pangolin before infecting a human. While viruses are very good at jumping between species, it's rare for a deadly one to make this journey all the way to humans. That's because it would need all these hosts to encounter each other at some point. That's what...
Yeah, because they probably extracted some shit from the animals, which Esau does, and then fucking expose somebody to it. You never know where Esau, man. You never know what the fuck he's gonna do, man.
With all kinds of liquid animal excrement, plus blood and water, the liquid received from the animals.
That's exactly how a virus can jump from one animal to another. If that animal then comes in contact with or is consumed by a human, the virus could potentially infect them. And if the virus then spreads to other humans, it causes an outbreak. Wet markets are scattered all over the world, but the ones in China are particularly well known because they offer a wide variety of animals, including wildlife. This is a sample menu reportedly from the market in Wuhan.
Yeah, look at that shit. All kind of abominable. All this shit is an abomination, except the cow and the goat. All that shit is an abomination. All that shit. Most I told us not to eat none of that shit. I had one more because these Edomites, they're for real. This is for real fucking them up, man. I'm having a little drink over this, man, because it's beautiful. Most High is bringing this man down. Because one thing the elder was going into, and I saw brothers going into, how the virus is going to stop, March Madness and the NCAA games and all of this shit. All these different, what is it at? All these different events. Cancel or postpone Hollywood and media events. You know what I'm saying? It says President Donald Trump signed a $3.8 billion emergency spending bill to combat the illness after it passed swiftly through the House and Senate. So they're already talking about what they're going to do as a result of the virus, which Once again, goes back to the scriptures, the devices of Satan. They use situations like these, and then they want to come up with, hey, we gotta do this. Hey, we gotta stop using money because it can be contaminated. Hey, we gotta start, taking up with this electronic currency and all this stuff so we can make everything safe for people. You got people, I've been seeing it too, man, people who at work, they got gloves on, they got masks on, they got all this shit. Hey, if the Most High want to destroy you with that virus, He's going to destroy you. Simple as that. That's why we pray for mercy. That's why we pray for faith. And that's why we pray that, just like during the Passover, we pray that spirit, that angel of death will pass over and not destroy us. Alright? Help us take all these shows will begin taping without audience. Survivor's postponed. Jeopardy's postponed. Dr. Phil, Wendy Williams will not have a studio audience. All the basic bitches on Wendy Williams, they ain't gonna be on there no more. Oh, Mission Impossible 7. That was supposed to go. Amazing Race. All that shit is garbage, man. This place is too. Nobody watches TV anymore. All this shit. Cancel. But again, the big one being, March Madness and the NCAA tournament, because that's Jake, you know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of, what do? They get a bunch, Esau started the college system, for him, as a rite of passage into adulthood. They wouldn't let Jake in, then they finally let Jake in. They figured out, damn, we can use them to make money. And when you look it up, I've done videos about it before, but it's simple Google. They don't have to pay college athletes because the NCAA uses a rule that goes back to slavery. I think it's like 13th Amendment or something. And the 13th Amendment, that talks about, you don't have to pay somebody who's a prisoner or whatever. I believe. But basically, the NCAA, they don't have to pay these people. They don't have to pay Jake, and they're going to make millions of dollars. You're going to have people gambling millions of dollars. You're going to have millions of dollars of merchandise, which now people don't want to buy. Now people don't want to fill the arenas at the school. They don't want to pay for parking. They don't want to pay surrounding areas to go to the local bar and the local grill and all that. So the trickle down is probably going to be billions of dollars. Right? Because you got some places which their only form of money making is when people come to town to watch the games, to watch Jake play against Jake, under Esau's rules and his coaching. Right? So, Jake is lost, man. Jake is still in there playing. Jake is still the arena's gonna be empty. Nobody's gonna be in there. It's gonna, and Jake gonna be still playing hard. Right? But that just goes to show how the Most High has bred, because the scriptures say where folly is set in great dignity, but now that folly is being brought low. Just like the Most High always does. He brings that folly to a low point. Now you're going to have people playing a game against each other, and it's nobody going to be there to watch the bread and circuses. Everybody going to be watching TV, or, that we couldn't go to a live game. We might as well not even fuck with it at all. It's brought low. All right, back to the scriptures. I was on Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled, Salakia, under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws. There you go, dietary law. And then also, man, it's even more laws, even more diseases, right? Some of them deal with the woman on her cycle. You got places where they're tossing dead bodies into the river, and then they're bathing, right down the river. They're defecating right in the river where they bathe from. All right? It's just this world is completely fucking defiled, man. The food too, and the Most High has held it back, where we can still eat and we can still drink and survive, you know what I'm saying? But at certain times, just like now, there's a certain diet that we're supposed to have and certain things we do to honor the Most High so we receive that mercy. All right, it said, transgress the laws, change the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And we know that's talking about the destruction coming, but right now the plagues are devouring the earth right now. Ultimately those missiles are going to devour America, but we know ultimately it's talking about plagues, man. Those plagues come out of the defilement of the earth, and that's another thing that Esau and the heathen have to pay for, man. You got all these endangered species animals who are supposed to do a special job, and they're getting killed off, and they're getting in the masses because Esau doesn't know how to fucking he doesn't know how to what's it called, minimize. They don't know how, you know what I'm saying? Like with ivory, the ivory's always been a big thing, but Jake, we would at least give an animal a chance to survive and live and thrive and all that stuff. Esau, he'll just go and just kill off 100 elephants. Look, we're gonna make $1 million a day. Fuck it. All right. So we'll hold all of his tournament games without fans. This is gonna look so stupid, man. Call on Yahweh Shai. This is gonna look so stupid. All these events gonna look so stupid, which that's how they should look. It's a bunch of games of folly set in great dignity. You know what I'm saying? This is the bread and circuses not working. Right? So call Halayim. Hey, it's a beautiful time, man. We continue to praise the Heavenly Father, continue to serve Him, continue to do the things that He said to do, stay in the Spirit. He's bringing this place low. All right? He's gonna, Lord willing, He's gonna bring us. Well, He's gonna bring us out of here. But Lord willing, I'll be one of those men. I'll say it like that. So, shalom.